Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition, the edition that is aimed exclusively at improving your imagination. That's why it's an audio version. If it was a video version, your mind, your eyes would be distracted with motion, with movement. Now, short term, that's not a big deal. Longer term, and we're used to staring at screens one way or another all day long, that dulls your imagination, makes it weaker. Your imagination is like a muscle. The more you use it, better it works. And if you're looking at screens all day long, you are not really developing your imagination. This works totally the opposite. It is strictly the sound of my voice and this one shot on the screen. It is the tarot spread, it's the layout. Many people, as they're listening to this tarot on a daily basis, close their eyes and just listen. That enhances the ability of your imagination to draw pictures. You can hear sounds, you can feel textures, your imagination comes to life. And if there's anything that is missing in modern life, it is our imagination. And I say that that was done intentionally, because people with weak or virtually non-existent imaginations can be led very easily. So, this is here to enhance your imagination, improve your manifesting ability, and let's get to it. 2 rows, top and bottom. The middle card in each row is maybe the most critical. So we begin the bottom row, and we start with the Oracle card, Deep Knowing. Number up in the right-hand corner of the card is 43. 4 and 3 is 7. 7 has a spiritual quality to it, an intellectual quality to it. In other words, it tends not to be physical energy. Okay, it tends not to be movement in the usual sense. So this right away sets us up to go, okay, gotcha. This is going to be below the surface. Whatever we're talking about, and it will lay itself out in the cards, this will tend to be a deeper or beneath the surface experience. First card, bottom row all the way to the left, Knight of Wands. Knights always bring presence. This knight brings enthusiasm. That's what the Wands are all about: enthusiasm, positivity, joy. You're plugged into your life or something. And so there you go. So along with this underneath the surface experience, there is a sense of joy, a purpose, and a sense of self-direction. That's the Hierophant. Hierophant in the early tarot was called the Pope of the tarot, indicating, of course, tremendous amount of responsibility, organization, belief systems, group identification. And that's what we're dealing with right here. What is going on underneath the surface is your attempt to be able to manifest more joy in your life. And you realize that to do it, you are going to have to depend on yourself. You're going to have to become your own authority, your own father figure. You're going to have to adjust your belief systems, but you're going to get help. Things you're going to notice are going to start to speed up for you. In the northern hemisphere of the planet, it could be because we're springtime, but we're also in Aries season all around the planet. And Aries season is a good time to begin. It's the starting of the astrological cycle. And there's some interesting astrological things going on, lending themselves to the energy. And so with that speeding up, I think you will have some encouragement toward achieving this connection with life, this positivity, this enthusiasm, this joy. Okay, there are going to be opportunity, or opportunities, maybe is a better way to say it, for you to be able to grab hold of this positivity, this joy. And in fact, just doing that may get you to change your belief system. Or it could be vice versa. You change your belief system so that you can connect it to the joy. But that's A change of thinking, a change of what you believe to be true, what you were told and now you have subsequently bought into, that's changing. And that process will happen quickly, and it will allow you to bring joy into your life. Now, you already know this. Remember, the Oracle card says deep knowing. This is not surface stuff. This is right to the bone, right to the spirit. And in fact, you've been nudged. I don't know if that's the appropriate word, but you've been kind of plugged into this a little bit along the edges for some time now. You've known, if I'm going to get more out of my life, I have better do it on my own, and I want more out of my life. And the big thing that is missing in everybody's life right now, positivity, enthusiasm, and joy. It's worldwide. Final card here on the bottom row, Seven of Swords. You're going to take what you know now is fact, is true, and you're going to move on. That's what this is all about. Very often when people do traditional tarot, they say the Seven of Swords is kind of a thief, okay? Very stealthy, sneaky, underhanded. This is not the case. Swords are thoughts, ideas. You know what is true for you. You know where the truth is, finally. You're acknowledging it. That's the deep knowing part. You are letting that resonate with you on a very deep level, and you're taking what you now know to be true and moving on to positivity, joy, enthusiasm. And in fact, it's this Seven of Swords that is allowing you to access the Hierophant energy to change your belief system. And then again, it may be a situation where you finally believe, there is a chance for me to be happy, but I can't depend on anything or anyone else. I got to do it on my own. Up top, far left, Queen of Pentacles. Kings always come up with the proclamations, but it's the queens that get the job done. Pentacles are what you value. And I was just listening last night to someone on the internet talking about the importance of values. How if you don't have values, you have nothing. And I've been saying this for a long, long time, as you well know, if you've been following along here on the tarot reading. Having a sense of value is vital to your growth as a human being, as a spirit being. It's essential to you being able to enjoy your life, that positivity, that enthusiasm we were talking about. And so the Queen of Pentacles says, yes, go get your value system straight. Next to her is the Four of Pentacles, reviewing the same kind of thing. You see here, the person only has Four of Pentacles, but he's holding them right close to his chest, his heart. Okay, now if you're looking at Pentacles as just money, this is not the reading for you. You don't have deep knowing. You're ignoring it. But if you understand the idea that Pentacles are things that are valuable to you, and top of the list should be your self-worth. You are a worthwhile human being. That's the most important thing. And because you are worthwhile, that means you need and want and deserve a life where you're plugged in, you're positive, you're joyful. Take what you know to be true, move forward, set up your own belief system. Do not depend on the government or anybody else to take care of you, because they won't, and they've exhibited that clearly. In fact, I heard a definition last night that was pretty good. Government, their main purpose is to take money from the masses and give it to the rich. And if you take a look around the world, boy, that pretty much says it. So you have to establish your own sense of self-worth, of positivity, of enthusiasm, and then you have that Empress energy, the abundance. It doesn't mean that you're going to have a life full of things, but you will have a life that is full. And again, there's that deep connection. You can feel it. It resonates with you. It has been just kind of tapping on your spirit for some time now, saying, hey, pay attention, hey, pay attention, hey, pay attention. And to some extent you did. But now it's likely time to step in full, especially because after we have the Empress and the abundance and the positivity and the enthusiasm, we have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups talks about fulfillment, satisfaction, getting what you want, connecting with your heart chakra, because we're talking cups. There is something inside of you that says, and this is the deep knowing part, if I can simply change my value system, my belief system, I can change my life. I can have this positivity, this enthusiasm, this joy. I can have this Nine of Cups. I can get what I want, because that's really what I want. When you get right down to it, happiness and peace may be the most valuable things in life. And in fact, I think they are. We chase everything else, but happiness and peace, and they go together, are really the essence of life. And the final card, the vice versa card, is the Two of Wands in reverse. So what you're doing right now, the Two of Wands, especially in a manifesting reading, in reverse, the reversal doesn't mean that you're not going to get it. It's not even delayed. It is simply not seen. It's under the radar, so to speak. And the Two of Wands is looking into the future, making a choice for your positivity, your enthusiasm, your joy, your life. And you can see he has the wand in his left hand, but a globe, a glowing globe in his right hand. He sees, he feels that joy, that happiness that the wands promise. And he is choosing, number two, choosing a life where he's plugged in to where he has happiness, joy, purpose, and value. Deep connections, deep knowing. That's what it's all about. It's been hanging with you for the past year or so. You've known what it is that you have to move toward. Now is the time you begin to move toward. Maybe it's a few weeks off, as we head into the eclipse season, but it's right around the corner. It's a deep knowing. Now it's time for action. That's the read for today. Back tomorrow with more of these manifested tarot readings. You and I hopefully have a chance to do it again. But if not, as usual, between now and the next time you and I have a chance to do manifesting tarot together, peace and blessings. Be inspired too.